everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Squaring off today, we have two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Smith. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL, but Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
7 yards remaining here on third down. Defense showing blitz. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. To throw is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They run it here. Ware. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They run again with Ware. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On 2nd down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Miami after this. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahawley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back to throw, Smith. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Detroit. Now let's go. Boo, now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Set. Boo, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So on that play, defense was... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Frank's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
On the run, it's Ware. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
All right, here we go.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Evans has it left side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's caught outright by Graham, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Franks for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes straight clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Third and long, it's Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And now it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run again with Ajayi. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Mike, check. 59.
The play clock's running down. This is Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Franks to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's Smith now on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 down, 4 down.
They run with Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now McKenna. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run now with Ware. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Smith. He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. McKinnon, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here again is McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run for it with a giant. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd down following the run. Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. William Hayes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Finding time. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.